my name is JustAFrog, and in today's video I'm going to show you all my maps from newest to oldest. All the codes, artistic and playable. It's going to be super cool, and since UEFN is coming out very soon, I thought this would be a very cool way to end the Creative 1.0 era. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this, and let's get started. This is my most recent map. It's Flush Factory from Chapter 1, but I remixed it to look like Chapter 4, and it's a Slap Juice Factory. So as you can see, I've rebuilt the entire layout from the Flush Factory, and I've made a Chapter 4. So I've included everything from the boxes to the doors, and even this little building over here. And if you go dance in it, you might end up getting a cool reward. I think it's very cool. It's a cool little just place to fight in. It's Flush Factory, so it's kind of familiar. This thing is kind of in the way though, but it's kind of cool. I think it was fun to make. I had a fun time making it with the new galleries, and yeah, it's just kind of fight. First person to 20 eliminations wins, and I'm kind of proud of how this turned out. I think it looks pretty nice. This is my second most recent map, and it's Postapocalyptic Store Simulator. You're just in a store. It's Postapocalyptic Store for Creative 1.0. I think this looks pretty nice, and its game function is peak. You can customize the shelf. You can put things on the shelf, like you can have a box of tuna on there, or syrup, or apples, or a slurp chug, and you can reset it, and you can try a new combination. Boom, boom, and boom. I think that's peak. Right, and then you can exit, you can return to the main menu, you can watch this cool guy over here, this survivor, walk across your screen. I think it's awesome. He's just walking over there. Then you can begin, you can go back in, you can discover more of the store. Right, then you can return to menus, you can click this chair button, and you can't support me, but you can click the chair, and if you click the chair, it's awesome. Alright, so now you return to menu, you begin again. Like, come on, this is like the peak game. With UEFN, I will make this the greatest game in all Fortnite. You will upgrade the store. You'll make it cool. You have a huge nation. It will be awesome, guys. Trust me. Just trust me, bro. It will be peak. So, with that out of the way, let's move to the next map. This is one of my unfinished maps, and it's the Batcave from Multiversus. I'm pretty proud of how it turned out. I think it looks like the Batcave from Multiversus. You have all the computers, the suits up there, you have the dinosaur, and the bat symbol. You have the bat symbol, and the waterfalls. I think it looks pretty good. And on top of the Batcave, I've also made the other stage from Multiversus, just a simple, basic default stage. And I think this also turned out pretty good. So yeah. Those are my two Multiversus maps, one finished, one not, and I think they look pretty cool. So, moving on to the next thing. This is my Lighthouse Hub. This is a hub that was in the game for 2 weeks during the summer, and I am still so proud of that, because it's a lighthouse, it's something I made, and it has my custom boat here, which I think is the highlight of the whole hub. But yes, I made a hub, guys. It was in it was in August of 2022. Pretty proud of how it turned out. I think it looks pretty decent, and very nice sunset over there. A little rocks and stuff. And it has this cool board featuring all my favorite Fortnite YouTubers, and a cool Tim Sweeney reference over here. Yeah, I'd love to dwell here and reminisce about my peak era, the summer of 2022. But let's go to the next thing. This is a POI leak that fooled no one. It's my own Fortnite location, and I think it's a kind of a cool idea with a bunch of small buildings. It's all kind of close together on this little what is this, like a little roundabout over here. Bunch of buildings around it, and I think it looks cool. I'm thinking when UEFN comes out, I'll make a little small mini battle royale, and yeah, like have fully custom JustAFrog locations, and I think this could be a cool drop spot. I'll make it bigger, of course, but for what it's worth, for my little plan to try and convince the leakers that this was a upcoming location, I think it turned out pretty good. Could always be better, but I think for what it is, it's okay. So, speaking of custom JustAFrog locations, let's get to the next thing. This is the ultimate custom JustAFrog location. This is my block 2.0, which was a top 3. It was a pick for the potential Tilted Towers building, and I think it turned out pretty good. And I think it would have fit right in with Tilted. Sadly, the voting thing didn't end up that well, but I think it is maybe potentially one of the best things I've ever built. It feels like something that could be in BR potentially, and I think when UEFN comes out, I'll make this a BR. I'll make this a cool location in my map, and I think that could be awesome. So yeah, this is very happy with how this turned out. I'm so proud of how it turned out, guys. On the topic of Epic Games, let's go to Epic Games. As you can see, I'm gonna land my very nice helicopter at Epic Games HQ. We're here. It's awesome. I think this is like, it looks just like Epic Games from real life. It's crazy. It's more real than real life. I have the stairs over there. I have the things. Everything's just like real life, guys. So this just goes to show you don't need to go outside. You just need to play my maps. They're way better, more realistic, and yeah, you cannot lose in my maps. So like, look at this. It's awesome. I did not only just remake Epic Games, but I remade Tim Sweeney's office. This is where he released, or he revealed. This is where he revealed UEFN to the world 100 years ago, back in 200 BC. It was crazy. This is just like Tim Sweeney's room. We have the blinds, we have this weird computer from 1984, all the papers on there, the wires, little outlets. I think this potentially may be the greatest recreation of Tim Sweeney's office in all of the world. So, speaking of great recreations, let's go to the next thing. So as you can see, great recreations means great Fortnite skins, which is what I am recreating, kind of. When the third wave of the Street Fighter skins came out, I recreated the Sakura stage from Street Fighter, Kasugano Residence. I made this house, right? Fully custom. It looks peak, if I must say. But not just this house. I made this power line, which I'm also very proud of, and I made the houses surrounding it. So I made this house, which I think looks better than this one, and I made this house, which looks worse than anything I've ever made. So I think it's just amazing. JustAFrog, undefeated at remaking things for Fortnite creative. I just cannot believe I made this because it's so good, guys. So if you want to play, the code is at the top of the screen above my memory used. And yeah, you can roleplay in here. Just whatever you do, don't look back here. Not sure if you guys picked it up or not, but I'm a huge DC fan, as you can see from my Batman Multiversus recreation. And during April of last year, I was playing through one of those Batman games, the Lego Batman, because it's a peak gaming. And I thought to myself, oh my gosh, I gotta remake the Riddler from Lego Batman. And I did. I remade his house. This is just what my house looks like. Riddler's hideout. I think this may be one of my greatest things ever. It is just like the Riddler. It has the question marks. And yeah, I think this is also one of my pretty good builds, because when you step outside, you know, just step over the boxes, you see I put a lot of effort into the outside. So, moving on. This is Rick and Morty's house from Rick and Morty. This is one of my older builds. It's you've probably seen it. I think it turned out pretty good. You have the Rick and Morty UFO, which there's a tutorial on, by the way, if you want to remake it yourself. And I think the house turned out pretty well. Here in the game, you can even press this button and go to the garage. Go to the garage, which I am also pretty proud of. It could be smaller, I think. It's not to scale. It's a little too big, I must say. But I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. For my skill back then, I think this is okay. So, for just okay, let's go to the next thing. So back in Season 2, Chapter 3, there was a Fortnite skin at the Battle Pass that looked a lot like Wendy from the hit fast food establishment, Wendys. And I must say, me and my friend Second Placer did a very good job recreating the Wendys. You got the Wendy's logo, you have the qualities our recipe thing, you got the inside, you have the drive-through where you could drive through and you can ask for a double whopper or whatever. And you know, if Wendy's ever made a Fortnite map, they would have to call me and my friend Second Placer, because we have already made it for them and it's better than anyone else could ever do. So yeah, this is just one of my maps with a bunch of just random builds on here. So as you can see, I built this mushroom little village over here. I think it looks really good, I think. And I also, my highlight of this map is the Peacemaker house, the Peacemaker trailer from the Peacemaker show on HBO Max. So yeah, I rebuilt this because it was rumored he'd be coming to the game, but he never did. So I feel a little bit betrayed. I think it looks pretty good. I got all the stars in the right places. I got I somehow figured out how to make all of this. It was very difficult, but I did it in the end, and I'm pretty proud of how it turned out. So yeah. This is Tilted Towers, but good. Because if you come down here, you can see it's just regular Tilted Towers, right? Until you see this building. Better Phone Jones. The new series on YouTube.com. So if you still can't tell, I rebuilt this building on Tilted Towers, except I added the Better Call Saul office from Better Call Saul in this building. And I think it looks awesome. So I cleared out most of the bottom floor. I built the office. I recreated it from the show. I have the couch back here. His cool, like, Constitution, like his just cool little room over here. I think it's cool. You got like a place where you put a chest down here. I try to make it like Fortnite-ified, like if this was like a real location of Fortnite. And yeah, it feels pretty Fortnite-y. And then out here we have the office. This is where his assistant would sit, and this is where you would wait to go see Saul himself. It's not just the building that's, I think, what makes this impressive, but the fact that I did this without disrupting the rest of the building. So as you can see, I made adjustments to the taco store. It's smaller, but that's so you could still get to the apartment. So back here, you have a stairwell up to the apartment, and boom, it's like nothing changed. The apartment's back to normal, and it's awesome. For what it is, I think this may be one of the greatest builds in our entire generation. So yeah, let's move on to the next thing. This is another one of my islands with just a bunch of random stuff on it. So if we go over here, we'll see I rebuilt the last reality hallways from the Fortnite event. I think these look pretty good, but they'll look so much better with UEFN. We got Ninja's gaming room. There's a lot of light devices in here, but it's Ninja's gaming room. I love Ninja so much. He's so cool. He's Ninja. So as you can see, we got Ninja's Red Bull, we got Ninja's computer, Ninja's shelves, we got Ninja's PC, Ninja's microphone. I love Ninja. Next up over here, we have Dr. Octopus from Dr. Octopus versus Spider-Man, and I think it turned out pretty good. I like his tentacles. He has rubble on the ground and stuff like that. It's Dr. Octopus. What can you not like about Dr. Octopus? He's an octopus and a doctor. Then over here is another Star Wars show from the Star Wars universe, Mandalorian, and this is his ship, the Mandalorian 2, and I think it looks pretty good. You got the red, the green that has the shape, and I mean this cockpit could be a lot nicer now because we have more stuff, but I think it looks pretty good. I have a lot more islands than I realized. I don't really want to go through all of them, so we're gonna wrap this up with one last recreation because I was too lazy to go through all my islands and figure out what was inside of them, so we're just gonna go to this one. This is a recreation of Patrick Bateman's apartment from the hit movie from the cult classic American Psycho, starring Christian Bale. I think this turned out pretty good. I have all his cool CDs featuring Huey Lewis. He also has the blinds and the telescope and the door over there and the bathroom over there and the kitchen from where he was kitchening and cooking. So yeah, this is definitely where I live, BT Dubs. I have multiple houses. This is my house. It's super nice and super cool. I think, yeah, for recreation, it turned out pretty nice. So, yeah, I have a lot more builds, a lot more maps. I don't feel like going through all of them. But if you want to see them, you can just look at my YouTube channel. That's practically posted all of them in some form. Have it a YouTube short or a video. So, yeah, just take a look at that. There's lots of them. And I think that's it for me. I can't wait to see you guys in Creative 2.0, UEFN. I'm super hyped. It's going to be cool, guys. So make sure to like, subscribe, and use code JustAFrog in the Fortnite item store. See you later.